Live from the green rink at the Promenade Ice Center here in Westminster, Colorado. The OTT Sports Network is back on the air. It is 6 a.m., at least where we are. It's 5 a.m. where you are. It may be 8 o'clock where you are. And it's a beautiful 35 degrees Celsius on the beach in Malta and 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So you guys are getting the best of this deal. Harry Haviland back on the mic with you as your Arvada Pee Wee A team is set to take on Boulder in the semifinals of the Silver Stick Tournament. For all the marbles, leaving it on the ice right now. The winner goes on to play at 1:45-ish this afternoon. Came down to the wire last night. Omaha and Arapahoe played to the final goal being scored. 4.5 seconds left to go in that game, sending Omaha all the way back to Nebraska and advancing Rampage and Arapahoe into the finals with Boulder and Arvada. I could not do the math. I was up at 3 o'clock in the morning still trying to do the math. Couldn't fall back to sleep. Had some Pink Whitney, had some Pop-Tarts, and now here we are at the rink trying to find some energy. The Boulder fans are going, Arvada fans are going. The players are ready. Boulder's at the bench, or Boulder's at center ice. Arvada's at the bench. Coming out hot here, it's going to be Alex, Calder, and Nick starting this game. Jax and Owen on defense, and number 32 Win in net. Getting fired up and ready to go. Pucks dropped, pushed back over to Boulder as they start off in this game. Boulder in their own end, backhanded out over to Alex. That one, Alex tried to wing that back out, just slipped across the blue line, and they're offside to a quick start. One ahead to Boulder, stepping through into the Arvada zone, stick to the side by Jax, lifted, but continuing to backhand that one towards the front of the net, picked off by Owen, and flung around the far side of the boards. Boulder steps in at the blue line, kicks that one out of the Arvada zone, resetting back at center ice. Boulder up the far boards, turns, just hammers that one in, doesn't get all the way through, picked up by Owen at the high slot. Off the boards and out. Over to Nick, back over to Alex. Picked up by Jax, and Jax is going to walk this one up the near boards. Jax trying to gain that blue line, still has a stick on it and kicks it into the corner, retreats back to his post at the blue line, and Nick goes into the corner chasing this one down. Can't quite see that blind corner, that's always the case. There's not too many rinks where you can see every corner. Held in by Milo there at the point. Turned around. Jax just walks in at the red line, hammers that one in, fires off for a change. The next line stepping out here as Anderson comes off the bench and Lexi on D. Boulder in their own corner, banging it hard off the boards. Can't get it past Anderson. Backhanded over to Nick. Nick takes that shot into the corner wide.
Good job, Lexi.
Good morning. Wow, we do have some people up bright and early this morning. Laura Lee, go Arvada, go. You're always up. Tommy texted me this morning too saying he's making some coffee and then going back to bed after this game. You're going to be way too pumped up to get any sleep after this. Tim Maisonneuve turning in from London, Ontario, a couple hours ahead. Good to see everybody joining us bright and early. We're at the Ice Center at the Promenade, Westminster, Colorado. Semifinals against Boulder here. Bright and early, 6 o'clock in the morning where we are. As the far boards, Milky can't get that one all the way out. Backed up there by Bose. He kicks it up to Milky on the boards. Milky coming across the red line. Gains the Boulder blue line. Pushes it in wide. He's got Ethan going towards the front of the net. Milky's up wheeling this morning. They shoot that one. It's coming all the way down the ice. And they're going to signal icing. Then waved off at the last minute as Owen decides not to touch that one. But Boulder's changing and Owen's coming out. Owen falls. Tips that one up. Gets it over to Ethan. Ethan off his own skates, comes across the blue line. Still forward motion with this one. Takes the shot, and that one goes through the crease and wide. Fighting for it is Bo. That one comes out of the blue line, but he flips it back over to his D partner and Owen, who needs to sharpen his skates as he goes down again. Backhanded up to Anderson on the boards. Couldn't get it all the way through. Owen with another NWB. Doesn't make it all the way out. Boulder flips that one in behind the net. And Arvada's going to get a penalty here. Or Boulder's going to get a penalty.
Maybe?
I don't know.
I missed it. What was the penalty?
It's going to be against Boulder, yep. Arvada's going to see a power play opportunity. 9 minutes and 2 seconds left here in the first period, all tied up at zeros as Boulder takes an interference call and goes over to the box. Fresh legs stepping out, Cohen, Kai, and Colin. We've got Jackson Milo on defense, pushing towards the front of the net, trying to make something happen here on the power play early in the first period and early in the morning. Back out to Milo. Milo shoots that one towards Kai. Kai with the tip. Oh, trying to tip that one 5-hole. Closes the pads up and Kai's in the corner. Towards the front of the net. Cohen couldn't get full action on that one. Jackson pinching hard in. Backed up at the point by Colin. Colin rips one from the point. That one's blockered in off the glass. Over to Kai in the corner. Kai's battling against the penalty kill unit of Boulder. Kai flips that one towards the net. It bounces towards and goalie kicks it off to the side. Cohen swinging his stick at it. Boulder goes across the ice, still trying to get this out of their end as they're over halfway through this penalty. But Jax tries to tip that one quick, but Boulder turns around shorthanded coming into the Arvada zone. Walks in, takes that one and easily blocked her to the side by Wynn. Out to the front, muscled off the puck there is Kai. But Colin gets it out to center ice, picked up by Boulder as they've got 5 more seconds left on this penalty kill. Boulder D-to-D killing off the rest of the time on this. Colin stepping in. Come on, there's a takeout. Kai with the backhand towards the front of the net. That one gets this side. Boulder comes out the other way, 2-on-2 coming into Arvada territory, 3-on-2. Into the slot, backhands that one over. Jax gets it out and then Colin flips it up. Colin just takes that one, fires it all the way down the ice. There's a good icing call as that line was out there. Getting some opportunities on the power play. 7:38 left to go in the first period. The OTT in the semifinals here in Westminster, Colorado. Alex at center ice with Nick and Calder. Bo and Lexi on defense, backhanded out. And Nick's coming out of his own end. Nick flips that one up to Calder as they gain the zone back over to Nick. Nick walks in, tries to go backhand and get some pad on that one, kicking it into the corner. Back out to Bo at the point. Bo flips that one back into Nick. Nick in the corner. Trying to center that one, picked up, then tipped ahead by Alex. Collected by Boulder as they walk out of their own end, coming into the Arvada side. Gain the blue line. Alexi blocks that shot, kicks it into the corner, back in the high slot to Boulder on the backhand. Flip that one high and wide. Lexi hammers it around over to Alex on the far side. Alex gets it up to Calder. Calder has it on his backhand, 2-on-2 with Nick walking in. Takes that one wide, can't get it all the way back over to Nick as it's picked up by Boulder at the blue line. Bo tries to hold him in. It slips out across, and then Nick dumps it back. They come out back to center ice. Stepping up into the play is Lexi. Forcing a wide. Comes in on the side. Wynn wanted to hang on to that one. Bo said, no, I'm going to take it. I'm going to push this one out of our zone. Or that was Calder, sorry, not Bo. Calder's still working at center ice. Over to Nick. Nick fighting for it. Picked back up by Boulder. Over to Bo. Bo just dumps that one back into neutral ice. It's 6:19 left to go here in the first period. All tied up with Boulder in the semifinals of this Silver Stick tournament. Out to the point, no faking as they come across the red line and come back into Arvada's side of the ice. Stopped there by Jackson's big stick. And now goes into the corner. Owen takes a player, but they pass that one back over to the front. Wynn hangs on for the whistle. 5:57 left to go in the first. We're moving down, all right.
Yeah.
We're doing some moving. Whoa, we're really doing some moving. I'll continue to try and let you know what's going. Hammered into the point, tipped, and that one sneaks by a Win. Making it 1-0 Boulder here with 5:48 left to go. Let's go, White! Got to get some play back on that other side of the ice in order to score goals. They're realizing that one now as Anderson's taking that draw, pushed over. Stepped up into the play as Jax just about offside as Ethan tries to battle. Offside call as Boulder player was falling into the Arvada zone. And that puck goes back in. Parents here encouraging some two-way hockey, which is always a good thing. Anderson over to Milky. Boulder with the speed coming back into Arvada side of things. Milky forcing him wide against the boards, spinning back around, still controlling the puck in towards the front off of Lexi's shin pads. Boulder picks it up behind Arvada's net, back over to Milky. Milky bodies the player into the ref. Still can't come out with that puck. Boulder goes back in behind the Arvada net. Picked up by Lexi. She's going to come out on her own side. Flips it off, pinched in by Boulder. Anderson couldn't get it past. Back over to Lexi, back in front. Just trying to get this one out. Boulder holding it in at the point again. Arvada can't clear their own zone to the front of the net. Boulder picks that up and goes in wide. Ethan to the far side. Boulder pinching that one up. Milo around the boards over to Lexi. Anderson coming over to try to pick this one up as well. Boulder just maintaining pressure here in the Arvada zone. Backhanded out. Anderson can't get it past the pinching defender, and then it goes around the other side to Milky. Hammer this one down the ice is what they got to do. They flip it back over to Boulders. They hold it in at the point. Into the Arvada zone again with 4:33 left to go here in the first period. Arvada trailing 1-0. Boulder goes D to D across their own blue line, across the blue line. Lexi with another block shot. I think that's her fourth of the game already, which is telling me that there's way too many shots being taken here in the Arvada zone. Looking to get this puck out. Net's off, and we get a whistle. Get these tired legs off. They were defending in their own zone for their entire shift. Cole and Kai, Colin, Jax, and Bo step out off the Arvada bench to have their go at tying this game up with 4:13 left to go in the first period. Oh, they're trying to freeze this net in here a little bit, stealing some water bottles, borrowing some water, scraping it in there. The ref's getting paid overtime for that one. Do we get paid early time for being here? We're gonna have to talk to the union rep over at the OTT Sports Network. Towards the front of the net, Jackson breaks that one up, but Boulder's still fighting for it. Jack's up to Kai. Kai's racing up, gets it over to Cohen on the far side. He's got the jump on this player, just couldn't go around him. Falls down, and Cohen's fight for that puck, bangs it off the boards and coming back the other way. Kai tries to get a stick on that. Boulder pushes it up, and now they're coming in one-on-one, lose it in their skates. Back the other way to the high slot. Bo with a stick, back over to Kai. Kai kicks that to the far side. Arvada's got to go get it. Boulder beats him to it. Back over to Jax, and Jax comes out of his own end. Up to Kai. Kai's got a wheel for that one. Now he's chasing it into the zone. Goes into the corner. In behind the net, trying to center it out. Still fighting for it in the far side. He's coming back around. Out to the point. Jax holds it in. Tips it back in, but not with enough. And now here comes Boulder on a break the other way. That makes it 2-0 with 3:17 left to go in the first period. Got out of bed for this? Trying to dig deep. I'm not even talking about the kids, I'm talking about me right now. These guys got to find some fire, get going in the right direction. Alex, Calder, and Nick out there doing just that. Forced off the boards. And back over to Lexi. Lexi passes to her D partner, Owen. Owen trying to sneak that one up to Calder. Gets tipped in into the far corner now. Calder chases it down into the Boulder zone. Boulder trying to backhand that one around. Calder's still fighting for it. Kicks it over to the other side where Nick's going to chase it down. Nick backhands it back, looking for Calder. Nobody home, but Boulder behind their own net. Calder comes, puts some pressure on that. Kicks it back around. Stepping into that play is Alex. Alex comes around the net towards the front, and Calder couldn't find the handle on that as he had the opportunity. Owen holds that one in the blue line, claps it back in, stopped by Boulder at the top of the circle. And then turned around and kicked out the other way as they come back. Lexi on the back check, kicks that one out. Puck didn't go out. Wynn kicks that one over to the side. Boulder the first one to the puck one more time. Boulder's just winning those one-on-one battles, winning the races to the loose pucks. Arvada's going to have to start recognizing that as Nick comes flying in. Backhands that one behind the net, and Boulder's the first one to pick it up. Alex bodies his player in there. Still back out to Boulder with a clean breakout coming around the other way, 2-on-2. Lexi breaks that one up, tips it back in. And they're gonna call that offside as Arvada was still escaping there as Lexi stepped in on that play. 2:01 left to go. 2-0 Boulder over Arvada. First period action here at the not the Apex West. I've been saying that all week. At the green rink at the Westminster Ice Center Promenade. Milky on the far boards. Trying to work his way around in the corner here. Milky back over and Boulder picks this up. Boulder trying to break that one out. Into the corners, Anderson out towards the front, trying to find Milky in front. Back over to Milo, Milo to Jax. Jax flips it to Anderson at center ice. Anderson over to Calder, or Ethan, sorry. They come in on side and then come back outside. Hold on to get back on side. Boulder's tangled up with themselves. 5 Arvada players all on one side of the ice as Ethan was trying to push that one towards the front of the net. Boulder picks it up in their own end with all kinds of room just to walk right out of their own zone, coming across the blue line, cross the red line, cross the blue line, into the corner wide with some speed, cutting hard towards the front of the net. Net's off. Players go hard into the net. It comes off. Everybody goes crashing. Whistle blows. Final minute of play here in the first period. Arvada's trailing 2-0. Anderson at center with Ethan and Milky. Flipped to the front and kicked over to the side. Going hard, but Boulder's controlling the Arvada zone, trying to put that towards the front of the net. Blocked off behind, and now Anderson and Jax figure out who's going to pick this one up. Jax kicks it out, can't get it all the way to Ethan as Boulder's harder on the puck than Arvada is. Arvada gets tripped up there with no call as Ethan goes down hard, still fighting his way in across the blue line. Picked back up by Boulder and spun the other way. Coming across center ice with some speed. Chased down on the far end by Milky, goes around him, backhanded back over by Anderson, and now Milky's gone. Milky gets it up to Ethan just outside of his reach. Comes into the Boulder goalie. Boulder goalie's gonna get snowed on by a couple of players and hang on to that puck. Fresh sets of legs coming out for Arvada with only 17 seconds left to go here in the first period. Shots on goal, 6-4 for Boulder as they're leading 2-0. Into the corner, flipped up by Boulder. Pressured there by Cohen, but Boulder with another breakout. Kai comes across, breaks that one up, trying to spin it at center ice. Cohen back on top of that one. He's got 4 seconds. Comes in, buzzer sounds as the puck goes into the corner. Arvada skates over to the bench to try and get some much needed instruction here from their coaches as they've got to find a way to dig themselves out of a 2-0 deficit entering the second period. Not much more I can say or talk about right now, other than somebody better find those kids some energy. Picking up loose pucks, winning those one-on-one battles. I mentioned it earlier, but just allowing Boulder to get to those open spaces without being contested isn't gonna do them well here as we roll through the next 2 periods of hockey. We've seen a comeback action before though, so we know it's in them. We know they can do it. I know you guys have got the support across the globe wherever you're at. Thank you for tuning in with Harry Haviland and the OTT Sports Network bright and early on a Sunday morning. Coach John leading the chat over there on the bench. Coach Jake finishing it up with last final words here before these kids take the ice and the puck drops. There, maybe they didn't do their cheer earlier. I didn't hear the cheer earlier. Maybe it's because I was still waking up. They 1, 2, 3 Arvada. 1, 2, 3 back out on the ice. Cohen, Kai, Colin, Bo, Lexi, Wynn are your 6 players in white jerseys out there for Arvada. Getting something moving here as we're set to drop the puck. Boulder wins that one over to Arvada and comes in with some pressure, goes wide into the corner, and come on out now is Cohen. Cohen's got Kai coming up center ice with him. Cohen comes across the blue line, looking to take that shot, puts it towards the front of the net. Kai goes crashing, gets drug into the side of the net. Goalie hangs out of that one. 17 seconds escaped off the clock here in the second period, and the face-off's going to be deep in the Boulder zone. Colin wins that one back over to Colin. Colin rips that shot just wide of the net. Fires a hard one. Kai back towards the front of the net. Cohen's stick was tangled up there with the Boulder defender. Couldn't get it on the ice. Colin keeps that one in towards the front of the net. Cohen back over to the far side to Kai. Kai pushes back towards the front of the net. Gets a shot on. No rebound as the goalie swallows that one up. Hangs on to it. The momentum swinging in the right direction. Just got to figure a way to solve this tendy. Same line out there for Arvada. Trying to get something going. Let's get going. One back by Boulder. Hard off the boards, kept in there. Once and twice. Second time by Bo. Puts it towards the front of the net. Nobody there. Fired hard out the other way by Boulder. Icing signaled. And then how did they wave that off? Come on. Waved off last second. Out towards the front of the net, over to Bo. Bo off the boards. They're not going to wave that one off. That's going to be an icing going back the other way. Hey, wave it off! What's the difference? Sorry, not like me, but if I got to be here getting up at 4:30 in the morning to be at a rink, I'd like to see the game called at least evenly. Alex, Nick, and Calder, Owen, and Milo on D. Arvada zone face-off won by Boulder. Back out to the point. That one stays on the blue line, doesn't come all the way out. Flip back out that time. Back over to Nick. Nick trying to fight for it at center ice. Helped out there by Calder. Calder shoots that one in. Now he dumps it and he's got to chase it. Going into the corner, picked back up by Boulder. Spun around. The stick lifted. Calder still fighting for it. Boulder wins that battle and comes out the other way, breaking it out of their own zone. Back up to Alex. Alex gets it over to his D, and then Owen flips that up off the boards and is picked up by Boulder. Center ice turnaround by Boulder. Picked up there, kicked by Nick and just out of his own reach. Backhand flip, glove down by Milo. Back over, still fighting for it. Everybody's looking to see who's going to get control of this one, and now Nick has it. Here comes Nick, he's got Alex with him. Nick comes in, shoots that one towards the net. Puck is loose, Alex can't get to it. Boulder turns and shoots that one out of their own end. Backhand flip back in. That's going to be an icing. Skate out of the end, like gliding themselves out of the zone, forcing an offside. Center ice face-off, as that was half intentional, I guess. I've seen the face-offs go from center ice to here to all the way down on those intentional offsides. I guess it's depending on what kind of mood the ref's in. As Ethan spins around, him and Anderson gain the line, kicks it over to Boulder, flips it out. Now Boulder's off to races the other way. Being back-checked as they flip that one backhand into the corner. Jax is the first one to it. Jax off the boards trying to find Ethan. Ethan up to Anderson. They don't get that one all the way out, and then Ethan kicks it out. Back over in the skates of Boulder and picked up by Bo. Bo's racing across center ice. Bo's going to get in the blue line. Off to the side. Still has control of that puck. Can't push it towards the front of the net. That one gets there, but it's picked off. Milky spins, shoots that one. Loose puck goes off to the side, but not the side Anderson was waiting on. Anderson finally puts some pressure on him onto the far side. Boulder kicks it. They step around. And breaking it out, stopped there by Ethan and picked back up by Anderson. Anderson over to Ethan. Ethan's right in front. Gotta try and shoot that puck towards the net. Boulder turns it around the other way. What's that?
I don't know, I missed it.
He can't. He was off the. His foot was on the bench. They're calling a too many men penalty here. I watched that one clearly. His foot was on the bench. I was going to say something about it, but his foot was on the bench, so I didn't say it. But now the faceoff's going all the way down into the Arvada zone as Arvada's getting called for too many men on the ice. Just can't find a lucky bounce at any side of this right now. 8:58 left to go here. Arvada's trailing 2-0. They're on the penalty kill. And see what they can do to find a way to claw their way out of this one. Shot tip into the glove. Wynn saw that one all the way, hangs onto it. Another whistle over his shoulder. And another face-off over his shoulder after the whistle. Sorry, I might be doing a little bit too much yelling into this microphone this morning, but
I don't know. See, there's a way to listen to it. Here's it.
penalty kill unit out there trying to do what they can. Arvada's got a chance to chase this one into center ice. Cohen tips that one, but tips it a little too far. Boulder hammers it back out of their own end, and they're going to get wound up coming the other way. Kai keeps that one in the blue line, back over to Boulder. And then Boulder kicks it back out. Kai's on the back check as Boulder's coming in. Good stick work there by Milo to keep that one out. Cohen flips that coming into the Arvada or into the Boulder zone. Oh, don't call icing on that one. Thank you. Out to center, and here comes Boulder the other way. Backhand passes bounced across the blue line. Coming in, Lexi's forcing that player wide. 11 seconds left to go here in this penalty, and Boulder gets that one offside. Faceoff's going to come out of their zone. D swaps up as Owen and Jax come off the bench. 9 seconds left. Coach reminding his players that they're going to have somebody jumping out of the box here right away. Cohen, Kai, Owen, and Jax. One back by Boulder. Boulder circles around. Comes around, Kai steps in over the blue line. Rips a shot. Oh, off the butt end of Wynn, sticking up off the glass. Player steps back out. Collins on the ice, coming to the front of the net. Nobody can get. Boulder tries to turn on that one. Picked back up by Collin into the front. Wynn sees it. Wynn just hangs onto that one. As his unorganized players in front can't find a way to get this puck out of their own end with 7:45 left to go. 5-on-5 hockey action here on the green rink at the Westminster Promenade. Over to Kai. Picked up by Boulder. Boulder firing in front of the net. Still a lot of pressure back into the glove of Wynn. Coach has seen enough of that. It's going to change up his forwards here as Arvada's battling just to get the puck out of their own end right now. Alex, Nick, and Calder take the ice. Into the corner, Jack's trying to get it up off the boards over to Nick. Nick fights for it, picked up by Boulder, spun top of the circle, shot, sticked off to the side there by Wynn. Backhanded in. Another shot. And coming out is Alex. Alex got a little bit of room to walk with it. Decides to pass it over to Calder. Calder, too many passes, shoot the puck. Back over, spun around here by Alex. Alex gains the blue line. Goes through the legs, still trying to get this one to the front. Alex fighting for it. Boulder comes around, steals that puck, takes it into their own corner. Stick handles around Arvada. Stepping in was Jax. Now Arvada's facing a 2-on-1 as Boulder steps across their line. Owen forces that one wide, gets the lumber on it, and pushes it into the corner. Owen on his backhand, forcing it up. Boulder steps in, and so does Calder. Spun back around the other way. Owen using his size, being pushed against the boards there, trying to kick this one out, gets it out to Calder. Calder on his backhand, can't get that one out, and Jax is coming in. Jax with the backhand up off the boards, picked up by Boulder. As everybody's still fighting for it on the far boards. Nick's gonna have his try at it. Manages to get that one out, and now Nick's coming up the other way. Nick tips it up off the glass. Back into the backhand, into the Boulder zone. Boulder the first one to that, they reverse it back and have some time to flip it up off the glass. Bo tries to hold that one in. It skips out over to Milo. Milo with the red line, dumps that in offside. And maybe they work their way down. First intentional ones at center, next intentional ones here. Trying to figure this out. Arvada's got to want it more as the fans are screaming, who wants it, Arvada? One back by Boulder and dumped into the Arvada zone. Milo flips it out, trying to find Milky, just out of his reach. And now Milky chases it down. Milky gets tripped up, but Anderson has it. Anderson, shoot the puck! Anderson shoots it, goes in on the goalie. Goalie hangs on, the whistle finally blows. Anderson's having a little bit of a conversation with one of his buddies off the Boulder team. Asking each other how their Thanksgiving went, I'm sure. Anderson back at the draw. Into the corner over towards Milky. Milky's looking to get it towards the front of the net, decides to skate around, wrap it around, bounces into the high slot, held in by Milo. Milo gets it back on his backhand as he's pinching in deep. Over to Milky on the backhand. Milky turns, forehand shot into the pads of the Boulder goalie and hung on to. Right idea there. Get those pucks on net. Line change for both teams here as Cohen's stepping out onto the ice with Kai and Colin. Bo and Milo hanging out on D. Back over to Kai on the wing. Kai shoots that towards the front of the net. Rebound goes into the corner. Boulder flips that one high and out, all the way down the ice. That comes on to win. Being pressured hard there as Boulder was chasing that one down. Now Colin's coming the other way. Colin's trying to pass that one up to Kai. Kai kicks it, but just out of his own reach. And Boulder coming the other way, pressured by Bo. Bo gets spun around. Now Bo gets the right body position on that one. Back over to Kai. Kai on the far side, sneaks it across the cone. Cone's racing in. Cone comes in, takes the shot. Tipped it, it goes in. That's away. Puck's on net. You never know how they're going to bounce. Cohen finds a way to trickle that one over the shoulder. Arvada comes within one. It's 2-1 with 5:11 left to go in the second period. Bringing some life into this arena. Keep shooting, keep shooting. It's going to happen. You guys are going to be sick of me saying that by the time this game's over, but I know you're probably saying it in your own living rooms as Cohen's going to try it again. Cohen walks in across the blue line, takes the shot, the loose puck, gets kicked into the corner. Cohen still fighting, back towards the front. Swung around, into the skates of Kai. Back out to the point. This one's going to skip across the blue line. Lexi flips it into the turning around defender, Arvada. Oh, Cohen's trying to get back on. I didn't even know that puck went back inside the blue line, but it's going to be offside. Let's go, White. Cohen skates up to the draw, wins that one over to Colin, who crashes and falls. Picked up by Boulder, heading the other way. Boulder just dumps that one in, ringing around the boards behind Wynn's net. 4:37 left to go here in the second period. As Lexi flips that one up, and now Colin's chasing it. Colin's off to the races. Colin's got a break coming in. Takes the shot into the pads. Roos puck. And the rebound gets shot wide and over the net. Kai turns, fires that one into the corner. Cohen's going to chase it down, spin it back the other way. Cohen towards the front of the net. Second attempt in front of the net. Bounces over Kai's stick and back over to Boulder. Boulder coming the other way, 3-on-2. Racing across the blue line. Jax is pushing him off to the side, gets spun around. Kai off the boards, into the body, back over to Jax, up to Cohen. Now Cohen's got Colin, flips it up to Colin. Now Colin's got a chance to come in. Colin comes in, rips a shot, bounces that one over into the net. It's all tied up. 3:53 left to go in the second period. Colin put one on net. It goes in, and we're all square at twos. Shoot the puck. Wait, what I wish I would have thought of that. Arvada Pepper in here, coming back, leading the shot clock 14-11, and puts two up on the board. Amazing things can happen. 3:46 left to go here, all square at twos in the second. Alex back over to Nick. Nick's coming across center ice with it. Nick gains the red line, flips that one in. Icing's waved off, as it should be. Boulder first one to the puck. Over to Calder, back behind Nick. Chasing it into the corner now is Alex. Alex around, and it's picked up by Boulder. Boulder hard off the boards. Goes off the glass. And now they're going to call that an icing. Bringing it all the way back down into the Boulder zone. Coming off a couple of goals there by Cohen and Colin. We're all tied up here at 2. OTT Sports Network and Harry Haviland live at the Green Rink at the Westminster Promenade. Hard up off the glass, picked up by Alex. Trying to center that one, spun back around. Nick couldn't get the shot off. Going over this far side, Bogo's diving for it, but Boulder picks it up coming the other way. Back checking hard is Ethan. They can't center that puck. And it goes down into the corner with Owen. Boulder still comes out with it, pushing out to the top of the key was Alex. They bang that one back in, and Bo backhands it out of his own end. Coming in here on the near boards. Flip it up off the glass, glove back down by Nick, and Alex is still caught up in there as Nick saw his opportunity, but they were offside.
Come on, Arvada, keep it up. Let's go. Keep up the intensity.
Anderson, Milky, and Ethan. One back, spinning it all the way around. Milky gets tangled up in that one, gets his stick on it, trying to kick it back out. Milky still has it, gets it up to Ethan. Ethan coming across center ice, has a couple guys to beat, walks through, takes the shot, big rebound, loose in front, picked up by Boulder. Milky trying to backhand that one into the corner, still fighting for it, but Boulder spins around on him and comes out of their own end. Walking that one out, makes a pass, lets he gets a stick on it, but Boulder still picks it up, coming in 3-on-2. Arvada trailing their way in nice and easy across the blue line on the back checkers. And into the corner. Anderson trying to walk this one up. Boulder sees it, gets it back out to the point, takes the shot, flipping that one wide. Behind the net, Milo trying to get it, gets it over to Boulder. Boulder backing around the other side. Ethan chasing it into his corner. Boulder steps in on the pinch over to Ethan's stick. Ethan circles around, hard off the boards, and then flipped up by Anderson. Anderson's got Milky with him. Anderson's walking in on the far side. Come in, take the shot, shoots that puck, and just goes high and over the net. Milky picks up the rebound on the boards as he gets shouldered in with no call and gets absolutely taken out. Back over to Lexi on the point. Tipped in one more time, still can't hang on to that one. Boulder blocks it, puts it off the boards and goes off racing around. 1:24 left to go. Good job there, Milo gets his skate on it. Now Kai has a chance, he comes off the bench, he's walking in. Just gotta come in, takes the shot and just puts that one wide. Held in there by Anderson. Anderson off the boards, kicking it into the corner, battling with Kai. Anderson still has it, spins around towards the front of the net. Bouncing puck goes over Ethan's stick. Out to the far side for Jackson, into the corner for Ethan. Final minute of play here in the second period. Ethan in the corner, being pushed up against the glass. Has it, trying to center this one, still fighting, using his muscles coming out of that corner. Off the boards and held in by Jackson at the point, back over to Kai. Kai shoots that one towards the front of the net. Puck is still loose as Anderson is going looking for it. Goalie covers it up, 41 seconds left to go. 2-2 hockey game. Going Kai, calling Jackson Bo Jackson. I like that. Ha. Over to Kai, bouncing puck, still loose in front of the Boulder net. Boulder picks this up, swings it off the boards, takes a weird bounce, comes off, and Boulder picks it up. Turned quickly around there by Colin. Kai couldn't get a hand on it, and Boulder comes across, keeping that onside as they spin back into the Arvada zone. Pushed over to the side by Bo, picked up by Cohen. Gets it out, not all the way out as that was still onside. Jackson behind his own net, out to the point and slap back in. Kick towards the front, loose in front, backhanded wide. Off the boards, not all the way out, out to the point. 2 seconds left, 1 second left, buzzer goes. End of the second period, Arvada on the comeback trail, tying that one up with a couple of tallies in that frame. We're going into the third period, 2-2 against Boulder in this semifinal game of the Silver Sticks hockey tournament. Oh, now my stomach's getting tight. Those Pop-Tarts aren't sitting so well anymore. Let's see if we got any more action going on here. Bob Hart tuning in. Anita's tuning in out in Kansas. Good to see everybody this morning. Good morning. Welcome to Westminster, Colorado. The OTT Sports Network broadcast of semifinal action between Arvada and Boulder here in the Silver Six tournament. Harry Haviland keeping his voice for hopefully one more game this afternoon. The winner of this tilt is going to go on to play against either Rampage or Arapahoe this afternoon at 1:45 or 2:45 or somewhere this afternoon. We'll let you know. But we've got another period of hockey yet to decide the fate of this squad. Your support is always loved. This team loves it. We love it. Keep cheering loud from wherever you are. Cohen, Kai, Colin, Owen, Milo, win. Ref pushing them back over to the faceoff dot, won by Boulder and kick back to their defense. They go across as Colin's looking to try and pick that one off. They pass it up, coming across center ice, gaining the Arvada zone. Onto the stick of Milo. Milo flips that one up ahead. Collins gets that one out and still can't get a handle on it. As Boulder comes back in, Cohen takes a swing at it. Kai takes a swing at it. Kai gets it back out of the Arvada zone. Spun back around by Boulder. They get right back on side, pick it up at the blue line, and come around the defense. Owen gets his big body involved in that one, and Milo's around the far side. That one gets sticked down, puts it up through center ice dangerously and flip back in towards the front. Cohen puts it behind Kai, but now Kai's racing it down. Boulder just turns, keeping that one in there, pushing his way into the zone as Milo, shot on, rebound loose. Boulder's the first ones to pick it up. Kai has a bouncing puck, tries to clap that one towards the front. Over to Alex, in towards Kai, can't backhand that one. Boulder coming back in the Arvada side of things, pushing him to the outside. Cohen's chasing him down, back out to the point, takes that shot, misfires on that one. And Kai tipped down that pass, but he picks it back up. Pushes that one in deep, peels off for a change as Boulder picks it up behind their own net with 10:36 left to go here in the third period. Flip back out, picked up by Nick, and Nick skates past his own puck, coming all the way down the ice. That one should be signaled, and it's whistled down. 10:40 or 10:24, 2-2 tie. Arvada outshooting Boulder now. 17-11 is what it's showing us up on the score clock, which is a good thing, as they're recognizing shots on net may equal goals. Alex, Calder, and Nick deep in the Boulder zone. One back by Boulder and up to the side. Alex trying to keep that one in, gets picked back up, and now Lexi's being backed up here. Back check by Calder, but couldn't get it all the way out, spinning in the slot. Back over, another pass. Jax gets a stick on that, and then it's kicked over to the side to Lexi. Lexi walks it out of her own end. Comes across the blue line, but it's picked up by Boulder quickly at the center ice. They come in, take that shot. It's deflected in front, and Alex takes it and puts it behind his own net. Alex up the boards to Nick, but can't get that one all the way out. That one's fired, picked back up by Boulder. Boulder's pushing hard here into the Arvada zone as time's ticking off this third period clock. 9:48 left to go. In front, held on to by Wynn. Whistle blows. The line changes happen from both sides. 10 sets of fresh legs step out onto the ice as the coaches are looking to keep everybody moving here in the third period as it's coming down to this one. Loser goes home, winner goes on to the finals. All the marbles on the table right now. Towards the front, saved by a win and pressure behind is Ethan. Boulder just out-muscling behind, flipped ahead by Milo. Can't get it all the way to Anderson. Anderson now just backhands it out. Boulder's picking it up as Milky chases it down. Boulder turns around, swings it back, not allowing Arvada any time in the offensive zone. Back out, doesn't come across the blue line as a couple of Arvada players are down. Get up! To the front, wide open. Milo gets over a stick and that tips off the crossbar. Bow off the boards, back to the point. It's held in. Anderson goes all the way across to Milky. Milky's on the far side. Has Ethan with him. Milky just flips that into the corner, chasing it down. Trying to push towards the front of the net where he has Ethan there. It's deflected in behind. Ethan backhand towards the front, blocked by Boulder. Ethan trying to get it one more time as Boulder swings back behind their own net. Over to Milky, stepped around. And Boulder's coming out the other way. Coming with a little bit of heat, 2-on-2. Walking in, being pushed wide there by Milo. Circles around towards the front, and Boulder just misses on an opportunity there. Back out towards the front, picked up by Milo. Milo's being hooked up behind, but then gets in. Ethan takes it away from him. Ethan and I don't even want to explain what just happened there. Milky flips that one out. It gets off a shin pad, wasn't it? I thought it was off a shin pad of a Boulder player. I must have been wrong. Yeah, that did hit him. It was also noticed by a couple other people here in the stands. I was not wrong. But one way or the other, we're coming back into the Arvada zone for a face-off with 8:11 left to go. 2-2 tie. Cohen, Kai, Cullen, Lexi, and Owen. Cohen wins that one, fires it. It's coming all the way down. It's on net. Got a race. Go get it! Arvada just letting Boulder take this one. But Boulder spins it back around, gets it out over to Lexi. Lexi trying to flip that to Colin. Picked up in anticipation there by Boulder as they come back the other way. Off the boards and into the Arvada zone. Stopped there quickly by Colin. Turned around, shot, backhand. Rebound picked up by Boulder. Colin backhands that one out. Boulder's collecting in the middle of the ice. They put that off the boards. Colin sees it. Colin flips it back up off the boards. Doesn't get it all the way out. Lexi does. Lexi to Colin. Over to Kai. Kai making the pass over to Cohen where he had so much room to skate and just could have taken that into the zone. All the way back over to Owen. Owen flips it up to Colin. Colin tries to tip that to Kai. Boulder picks that up. Comes in, takes a shot. Lockered down by Wynn and kicked into the corner. Cohen misses on the clearing attempt. Boulder back in the Arvada corner. Over to Kai. Now he's got no choice but to skate. Getting back check there. He can't get past three players. Picked back up and spun the other way by Boulder. Boulder comes into Arvada. And going down hard there's Lexi. She was chasing that one and goes towards the front of the net. Boulder with the shot. Pad save. And the net comes off again as Wynn was hugging up against that post, hanging on to it. Still 2-2, 16:40 or 6:45 left to go here in the third period. And I don't want to throw any bad jujubes out there, but Boulder's looking like they want this more right now. I
think we gotta get some positive jujubes.
We need some positive jujubes.
There we go.
Coming out, there we go. Caller, and now Nick's chasing this one down. Nick walking in. Nick's on his backhand, turns to his forehand, takes a shot, and scores! That's what I'm talking about! There's those positive jujubes. Nick chasing that one down, doesn't give up on the play. Gives Arvada the lead. It's 3-2 with 6:34 left in the third period. No time to sit back on it now, though. Go to get a couple more. Hey, first goal in the third period wins me some money, too, I think. This day just keeps getting better. 6:34 left to go in this game. Arvada just takes the lead after trailing 2-0 after the first period. Boulder fighting for it. Alex in the near boards, going banging up against it. Boulder turns around. Picked up by Calder. Calder's coming in. Can't get past the defender. Turn back around over to Nick. Nick on the wrong side of the red line. The ref was doing a little bit of an airplane move there. He didn't know which way he was going. But I will even call that one an icing. All the way down in the Arvada circle. Alex, Calder, and Nick. Won by Boulder, but picked up by Calder. Calder NWB's that one to the blue line, and then Nick's got another opportunity if he can race this one down. Boulder beats him to this puck this time, circling in their own end. Goes back, stuck in there by Alex, trying to get that one. Tip back into Bo. Bo up off the boards for Nick, gets it to Calder. Calder flips that one into Boulder territory. And then Boulder turns it right back around over to Jackson. Jackson flips that over, tipped up by Alex into the zone. And Alex does a good job. Alex gets tripped up. They're going to call that a penalty finally. Boulder goes off for a tripping penalty as Alex is working his butt off trying to get into the zone. Arvada going on the power play with 5:39 left to go here in the third period. Power play unit stepping out onto the ice. That's Anderson, Milky, and Ethan. You got Milo, you got Lexi, you got a puck that's won by Arvada, but spun at the blue line by Milky. Milky coming in on his backhand, takes the backhand, it's blocked before it gets to the front. Over to Ethan. Ethan still stick handling this one, has on his backhand, flips it up over the goalie. Boulder goalie still out to the point. Lexi keeps that in. Lexi with the shot back towards the front of the net. Tip wide open for Milky, and he goal. They come over and get the pad on top of that one. Milky with another chance, takes a shot, rebounds loose into the corner. Boulder coming out the other way shorthanded. They flip it off the boards for that player who's coming out, going towards the front of the net. Lexi goes down, they still have it. Boulder in the corner, shorthand for another 19 seconds. Backhanded towards the front, takes the shot, saved by Wynn. Anderson up off the boards in his own end. Boulder pressuring shorthanded right now. 7 seconds left to go on this penalty, and Arvada can't get it out of their own zone. Flipped in, tacked down. Lexi claps that one around the far side. Milky's got to chase it down. Back over to Lexi. Lexi sees Anderson, and now Anderson's coming out. Anderson gets pushed off the puck at center ice. Held in there by Ethan, held up by Ethan, I should say, and just dumped trying to find Ethan. Gets it out, and Colin just can't get on there as he's wheeling. Flip back up off the boards. That's just too many minutes. The last call. Sorry, there's me yelling at the mic again. Cohen comes in, takes the shot into the corner. Out to the point, Cohen spins back around. Cohen loses the handle on that. Bo's gonna come back and pick it up. Bo over to Cohen, sees on the far side. Ethan's over there. Ethan trying to dance around. Back over, and now Owen on the far boards. Owen hard off the boards, out to Ethan. Get it out! Over to Cohen. Cohen at center ice. Cohen's got some room to wheel with this one. He's got Colin with him. Comes in, takes the shot. That's the way to do it. Off the boards and back out towards the front. Into the boards. Kai steps out on the ice. Bo holds it in. Flipped up high. Glove down and picked up by Boulder. Coming out the other way. 3:21 left to go. Arvada clinging on to a 3-2 lead. Bo into the corner. Bo turns. Has Kai up the boards. Kai, get a hold of that puck out towards the front. Over to Colin on the far side. Colin rings that one around the boards. They can't get this puck out of their net as Boulder's pressured in front again. Turned and fired, tipped up there by Boulder. Back into the Boulder zone. Final 3 minutes left to play. Boulder turns, sees it there, coming in. Good job by Colin getting back on that one. Colin hammers that one off the boards, pinching. Boulder defenseman comes in, still in the Arvada zone. Cohen gets it up off Kai's skate, but not all the way out. Kiss can't get this one. Bangs that one hard off the boards, at least gets it back into center ice territory. Lexi off the boards, over to Cohen, back up to Kai. Kai's coming across center ice. Goes in, takes the pass, over to Colin. Colin muscling his way in, gets hauled down. That's not a call. Are you kidding me? Wow. That's center ice being pushed back into their own zone, staying on side. There's Boulder hanging in, now they're wide open. High slot. Lexi sees it to Cohen. Cohen skates with this one. He's got some room. He's only got one to beat. Comes in, takes a shot, puts it on net. Gets his own rebound. The rest of his line mates were changing up. Nobody was in front of the net on that one. Kept in there by Nick. Spun back around, coming in is Boulder. Alex on the back check. Nick gets a stake on that. And here comes Lexi. Lexi's got some room, getting Boulder caught up on a change. Flips it in off the Boulder shin pads, and she comes back knowing that this is going to be more of a defensive hockey she's got to be playing right now. Time's winding down. Over to Jax. Jax up the center, gets to the Calder. Tipped into the Boulder zone and kicked out quickly. Boulder at center ice. Back over to Alex. Alex to Jax. Jax trying to get that up to Nick. Jackson's still fighting for it at center ice. Coming around, and Nick's at center. Get that in deep. Nick realizes what he's got to do on that one. 1:13 left to go. Arvada clinging on to that 1-goal lead. Semi-final action here on the OTT Sports Network. Boulder coming the other way. Milo trips up. Jackson's got... That's icing all the way down. They push that one towards the front of the net after the whistle blows. Icing brings it all the way back down into the Boulder zone. Boulder's calling a timeout. Timeout with under a minute left to go. Oh, they're not going to pull it in that end, but you know it's coming soon. Just keep the puck on that side. Oh, I'm going to lose my voice. What am I supposed to think right now? At least I'm awake now. There's no denying that this has woken me up. Arvada being down 2-0, it was like it was sucked out of the building. 2 goals in the second, and now there's 1 in the third. You know they can fight back. We've done it before. And as long as they continue to keep this pressure down on that side of the ice, that's what we need right here. Keep it wide. Just shoot it down. At this point, just shoot it down. We'll take icing, pucks on net. I mean, haven't I said that already?
Have you said it?
Set pucks on net. No, I haven't said pucks on net. Take some shots. See what happens. Shots on an empty net are even better. They're fired up. You know they're going to be trying to get this out of their zone as quick as possible and get that goalie pulled for the extra attacker. Final minute of play. Arvada's still at their zone. Come on, let him go, Jake. Let him go. Let's go. Let's go. There we go. Kicking it out there. Switching up the lines. We've got, what are we doing here? Let's go, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Cohen, Kai, Colin, Jackson, Owen. Colin skating in to take this draw. Arvada's leading in shots 24-17. Let's see if they can get some more. Cohen wins that one into the corner, pressing it hard. Kai fighting for it up against the boards. They shoot that one towards the front of the net. Owen's racing over this to keep this one in. Dump it towards the front of the net. Tipped over to the side by Boulder. Boulder behind trying to get this one out. They rip it around the boards. Backhand not held in there by Jackson. The goalie goes racing off the ice. Skate! Owen rings all the way around the boards, but held into the point there by Boulder. Out to the center. Get it out! Skate for that. Into the corner here, being pressured by Boulder. Boulder's got 6 attackers to the Arvada 5. Kai flips that out, gets it out of the zone, forcing the reset with 19 seconds left to go. They dump that one hard into the Arvada zone. Jackson racing behind his own net. Puts it up off over the boards to Kai. Kai can't get that one out. Held in by Boulder. Boulder's trying to shovel this one back out. Into the corner goes Jackson. 5 seconds left to go. Owen around the boards. 3, 2, 1. Final shot goes off. The buzzer sounds. Arvada's going to the finals. Comeback victory, sending us to the finals here for the win over Boulder. Wow, that just happened. That just happened. Oh. Wow, I don't know what to say here. Arvada's going to be happy with themselves. They finally put some shots on the board. I mean, they were trailing in that first period when they came out flat. They finalized that one 24-17 with shots. Finalized the score 3-2. I believe it's a 145 game. 145 game this afternoon. We are going for the ship. The ship that we win will maybe let us sail off to a tournament in Michigan or Reykjavik, or maybe it's Madagascar. I'm not sure, but we're going to be playing there. We are going to see you guys 1:45 this afternoon back here at the Promenade. Until then, on behalf of the OTT Sports Network, Harry Haviland signing out. clear now?